Hello, welcome to my July tour. Just getting my guy to mow the grass and then we'll be ready to show you around. So it's 5 o'clock, it's still 30 degrees. Let's show you some of my patio area that I've been developing, complete with the centerpiece, which is this new olive tree. Really happy with that. What I've done is I've built up all the plants around it. All these plants are in pots. And most of them are really shade loving. Especially this variegated pleoblastus bamboo. Absolutely loves the shade. And these petunias seem to as well. Got a hydrangea. It's really nice leaves. Unfortunately, it's done with its flowering now, but it was really beautiful once it was going. Schefflera digitata. And some big amounts of sasa bamboo that I've moved to here. This Patio polycarpa is looking so much healthier. Tetrapanix rex, steroidal giant. I picked this up in Cornwall off some guy on Facebook Marketplace. Proper goodbye that one. My broad-leafed sasa. An array of different petunias and lobelia at the bottom. Just here we have Cotinus royal purple, and behind that is some Clematis armandii. Loving those colours against the backdrop of the bamboo. Take a note here, this bamboo, which is in a pot, I have been watering it very heavily, but obviously didn't water it enough last night. As you can see, the leaves are shriveled up. I'll get onto that later. So, continuing the tour. It's now Sunday. It was just way too hot to do any real filming yesterday. So let's go. As you can see, I've watered that bamboo now. Looking much better. Indian bean tree. It's looking really nice. There's a lovely little ladybird as well. I think it's Day of the Ladybird, Day of the Flying Ant, or is that next week? Not sure. Alstromera Indian Summer. What a spectacular flower. It flowers all summer long and it has some amazing colours, like the leaves on this Canna tropicana. Uralia alata, putting out a lot of nice new growth at the top. White star jasmine, this fabulous fargesia, really starting to fill out this area nicely now. In the pot, this olive tree, really nice looking weed, but it does get everywhere, so I tend to pick that out. Phormium was a lot redder when I kept it in the shade, but I've planted it here in this more sunny spot, and the colours have been dulled. It's the same with any kind of cordyline as well. this huge Miscanthus giganticus grass. Well over 2 meters tall now. And the transplant Trachycarpus fortunei at the back. It's putting out some new leaves. This sulked for a couple of years after it first got transplanted into the ground, but it's looking much better now. And the Miscanthus on the other side. On another tour I cut this one right back and left that one as is, and as you can see, the one where I left it has got, I'd say, slightly taller, not much in it, probably half a foot. I'll try some more experiments with them later on in the year, I think. And this wonderful agave. This is Agave Americana. A Facebook Marketplace special. It really does brighten up the front of the cabin here. These are Mexican grass trees, Dacilirion. So sharp. These beautiful Aeoniums that I picked up from Cornwall again. I picked up many plants on my little tour there a few weeks back. I believe this is some kind of lily. I don't remember planting it. It's looking really, really beautiful. And it seems to like this spot here. As does this chocolate mimosa. It's growing in exactly the same spot as this Patio japonica camouflage. So it's going to be a bit of a war between those two, I see. Another Hedychium. And this beautiful orangey coloured Crocosmia. I can't remember the exact name of it. Magnolia grandiflora is getting really, really big now, as is the loquat tree. We've had a really mild winter and a really hot summer, so if there was any chance of this thing fruiting, I think it would be this year. I don't really know what the fruit would look like. If anyone can let me know, please do. And look at this Tetrapanax. It really does not like the hot weather, and the leaves tend to sag. But once the sun goes down, it perks up almost immediately. A couple of leaves on here where the mother-in-law watered it during a time when the sun was out, I believe. I don't know, I wasn't here. And as you can see, it does affect them quite badly. No worries, it will produce new ones. You can see the yucca at the back. Another of my cotinus. This has gone from I think it's the same species, the royal purple, like the one at the front, but whereas this one's in brighter sunlight, it's almost like a bluey green colour. These fantastic tinges to the edges. Looks like another lily is growing out of here as well. The golden bamboo. sporting some new culms. I got a bit sick of mentioning it last year. This is the Cordyline Torbay Dazzler. Really putting on some nice height now, and the leaves are looking really gorgeous. It's nice because you can now see it from the house poking up at the back here. Fuchsia, Magellanica likes this shady spot. Escalius ex neglecta. This is a horse chestnut. A lot of the other horse chestnuts in Milton Keynes have got bleeding canker at the moment, which is a disease that affects the whole leaf. But as you can see on these, it's just the edges, which is something it actually does. So hopefully this will remain disease free in my garden, but who knows. Love the way this Crocosmia just adorns the edges. Some people get a bit tired of it and dig it up, but always a staple for my garden. Liatris spicata. Looking absolutely fantastic at the front of this bed. Unlike the Osteospermum, which unfortunately have just lost all their flowers now. I've been buying this for the past couple of years, but I think my love for Osteospermum is not as great as it used to be. It's Mangave. Love this little spot at the front for it. Persicaria Purple Fantasy. I've done nothing with this bed this year, so this is just what's come up from last year. So you've got the Purple Fantasy, and Milton Keynes does have a lot of Persicaria just growing as weeds. And you can see I've actually got some of the weeds down here, which definitely don't look as pretty as the Purple Fantasy or the Red Dragon. Canna Red Hot Flame pushing on through. Lots of random echiums. Picked up off Facebook Marketplace again in Cornwall. Some great deals there. My Schefflera rhodendropolia, also having a little war with a fern. Only the strong will survive. This is the other waggy palm, looking much better than the one that's in the pot. Patio is really putting on some height this year. It's a little problem area really, because a lot of stuff gets hidden, like this Japanese painted fern, which is really beautiful. You've got the mondo grass, the black mondo grass, which you pretty much can't see from any angle. And I think this is New Zealand flax. This is a really terrible plant to have anywhere in your garden, and it's really hard to get rid of. And once it starts going into your grass, getting it out can be really tough because they've got long roots. It's my Gunnera tinctoria. Another little Fatsia that I'm trying to turn into a standard form. Lots of wildlife about at the moment. Bees, butterflies. Even saw some kind of transparent moth. I tried to get video of it, but I wasn't that successful. I'll see if I can put it up actually. If anyone can tell what it is, do let me know. Begonia. Brightening up this spot in the middle. This beautiful hydrangea was gifted to me by Leff at the Cornish Cottage Garden. He took it from a cutting. It's the first year it's flowered. It's been in the ground a couple of years now, and I'm expecting that to bush out over time. This gunra was moved from that corner where it just didn't seem to be getting enough water, and seems to be doing a lot better down here. It's another phormium that I planted. It's mainly to hide all these rhododendrons at the back that have had a really bad start to this year. They finished flowering now anyway, so I'll break them out again for next year. This gunra is doing superb. It's right over the spot where I put my drainage. It seems to be thriving. A couple of plants that I picked up in Cornwall. Some are looking better than others. Impatiens, Omiana. But this Regersia, I've moved that over this side of the garden now, where it's a bit more shady and a bit more boggy. It didn't like its location, that was in a more of a sunnier one. All the ferns still putting some new leaves out, new fronds. Mediterranean fan palms are looking a lot more established now. And Tetrapanax Mulu really coming into its own in this new bed. And there's some of Milton Keynes' finest Persicaria again. Really impressed with these Cordyline Charlie boys. And as long as you get quite a large one, I don't think you'll have much of a problem getting it through winter, although you will with a smaller one. They seem just as hardy as a Cordyline Torbay Dazzler, not as hardy as the green ones. Here's another Alstromera. I forget the name, but it's a dwarf variety. There's subtle differences, but not a lot. Begonia flower, very nice. I really like these Osteospermum, which are still in flower. Just got to keep deadheading them loads. It'll probably get another flush of flowers later on in the year. Really impressed with these black petunias. They just haven't seemed to falter at all. And this is the first time I've had a hosta manage to survive this long without getting eaten by slugs and snails. So I think that's a wrap. It's approaching 30 degrees again. I'll keep you updated. I've done a lot of garden tours or garden centre tours in Cornwall on my visits, so do check them out. And I'm sure I'll have more tours, more videos that I do in this garden in the meantime. Have a great day, everyone.